The house breathed late at night, a soft rhythmic sigh that echoed in the stillness, where darkness pooled in corners like ink. It was at precisely 2 a.m. that the creaking began, a sound so innocent it could be shrugged off as the house settling. Emily had tried to ignore it at first, burying her head beneath the blanket. But soon it morphed into something else, something deliberate, something that spoke. Hours passed with nothing but the sporadic scratching behind the walls, a sound that was all too familiar. It had started weeks ago, just after she'd moved into the old Victorian house on the outskirts of town. At first, she thought it was just the sound of rodents, but the scrapes and soft thuds grew into something distinctly more humanoid. The unsettling nature of the noise had a way of pricking at the edges of her sanity, whispering to her during the silence of the night. She recalled the realtor's vague explanation about the dilapidated state of the building. "It needs some work," he had said, a smile too tight to be genuine. She had dismissed his warnings about the crackling walls and aging beams. But here she was, staring at the clock, its digital glow illuminating her face and casting eerie shadows that danced around her room. "Just the wind," she muttered, trying to convince herself as the scratches intensified, a rhythmic patter like fingers drumming impatiently, unnervingly close. Then came the whispers, barely audible but distinct enough to send chills skittering up her spine. "Let me in." They beckoned, their tone sweet yet dark, reminiscent of a lullaby sung from the depths of a nightmare. Emily's heart raced as she sat up in bed, fists clenched. What if it's a raccoon, she thought. Or maybe, just maybe, it was the leftover remnants of her overactive imagination. But the urge to check gnawed at her, twisting her stomach into knots. She swung her legs over the side and hovered for a moment, the cold floor stealing her breath. In that moment of silence, the walls seemed alive. Shadows swirled, embracing each corner with a palpable tension that made her skin prickle. As she edged closer to the doorway, she heard it again, a soft thud, then a scraping, followed by a breathy giggle that sent her heart lurching. "Who's there?" she called, her voice echoing hollowly in the corridor. Silence followed, thick as fog. Yet behind the plaster, she sensed movement, an intentional shifting, something stretching, curling. Whatever was in the wall was getting restless. Emily swallowed hard and took a shaky step forward. As she reached the hallway, her pulse hammered in her ears. There, at the junction where the wallpaper peeled like a snake shedding skin, she spotted it. A small humanoid figure, its skin a mottled grayish hue. It emerged from a shadowed crack, eyes glinting like polished stones. A wide, toothy grin split its face. It was neither child nor animal, but a grotesque amalgamation of both, blending the innocence of youth with a sinister edge that spoke of hunger. Emily's breath caught in her throat. Paralyzed by terror, she couldn't look away as it tilted its head, the grin widening impossibly. "Play with me," it cooed in that haunting cadence. Suddenly, time snapped back into focus and instinct kicked in. She spun around and dashed down the hallway, her heart thundering in her chest. But the creature was faster. It flitted from wall to wall, always just out of her reach, a phantom trailing her every move. She burst into the room, slamming the door behind her. But the whispers were louder now, intermingling with frenetic scratching that reverberated through the walls. With a deep, guttural laugh, it whispered back through the wood, "You can't run from me. I live in the walls and I'm always watching." The lights flickered, shadows morphed, and the house enveloped her in a suffocating embrace, echoing with the laughter of the creature that would never let her escape.